Netflix, over the last few years, has been killing it with outstanding anime TV shows with millions of fans worldwide that can't get enough. Friends of our channel, who are huge fans of anime, contributed a list of their favorite anime series on Netflix, which I've turned into a top 10. So coming up, I'll count down the top 10 best anime TV shows to watch right now on Netflix. Let's get started. Starting off our countdown, coming in at number 10 is Sakamoto Days. Premiering in 2025, this new series revolves around a legendary hitman who has settled into a quiet and mundane life as a family man. This is all disrupted when former enemies and colleagues from his hitman days come seeking revenge. Sakamoto Days features tons of action and enough light humor to make it surprisingly good. Our number 9 pick is quite tasty. Delicious in Dungeon is a fantasy comedy adventure that originally premiered its first season in 2024. It follows a group of adventurers who, after failing to defeat a dragon that consumed one of their own, they set out on a journey through a dungeon to revive her. With well-crafted characters and a unique storyline that's very interesting, Delicious in Dungeon is worth diving into, with the second season arriving soon. Coming in at number 7 is the mystery science fiction thriller Pluto. Released in 2023, this limited 8-episode series is based on a popular Japanese manga series called Astro Boy. Pluto follows a detective who's given the task to find out who is killing advanced robots and their human allies. This visually amazing series with fantastic storytelling and soundtrack does start out a little bit slow, but picks up the pace as the season continues. So in other words, don't give up on it too quickly. Dan to Dan, coming in at number 7, is a supernatural action thriller that is considered one of the best anime series of 2024 when it premiered. The story follows two characters, Momo, who believes in ghosts but not aliens, and Ken, who believes in aliens but not ghosts. When their beliefs clash, they're thrown into a world of aliens, ghosts, and awakened powers. If you like insanely fast action with gorgeous animation, you'll love this show. 2 seasons of Dan to Dan are on Netflix right now and has been renewed for a third. Coming in at number 6 is Castlevania, which is based on the iconic video game series of the same name. This animated dark fantasy horror series that premiered in 2017 follows a vampire hunter who fights to save a city from otherworldly beasts controlled by Dracula himself. You don't need to be a fan of the video games to get into this. If you have an insatiable bloodlust for shows with a captivating story, great action, and superb voice acting, this show is for you. All 4 seasons of Castlevania are on Netflix right now. Cyberpunk Edgerunners, coming in at number 5, is another series based on a video game. That game is Cyberpunk 2077 from CD Projekt Red. Premiering in 2022, Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a 10-episode miniseries that takes place about a year before the events of the aforementioned game. The story follows a street kid named David living in Night City who finds himself after the death of his mother trying to survive in a dystopian criminal underworld. This visually stunning, action-packed series will take you on an emotional ride. Whether you're a fan of Cyberpunk 2077 or not, Cyberpunk Edgerunners is worthy of being added to your watch list. Coming in at number 4 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This mystery adventure supernatural show first premiered way back in 2012 and is still active to this day. It follows a family with supernatural powers across generations in a war against the villain Dio and his nefarious underlings. To say the show is bizarre would be an understatement. I'll just leave it at that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is released in parts, not seasons. All 5 parts are on Netflix right now, and part 6 is coming in 2026. Before we get to our top 3, as we typically do for our streaming recommendation videos, here's some bonus picks missing out on our top 10 that might be worth it for you to check out. First up, the adventure fantasy comedy Mashle, Magic and Muscles. The coming-of-age fantasy drama Beastars. The action-adventure Devil May Cry, based on the long-running video game series of the same name. The horror drama series Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan. And the last of our bonus picks, Blue Eye Samurai, is not technically an anime, but worth mentioning for those of you who have not seen it. If it were an anime, it would have easily been in the top 10. Back to the countdown, and coming in at number 3 is Vinland Saga. This historical epic adventure drama premiered in 2019, with its second season premiering in 2023, with many calling it the best anime series of that year. The story follows the life of Thorfinn, who becomes involved with Vikings and war following the death of his father. With a powerful story, this is an easy watch from beginning to end. For fans of Vikings and The Last Kingdom, check out Vinland Saga. In the runner-up spot, coming in at number 2, is Demon Slayer. This action-adventure series that premiered in 2019 follows the lone survivor of a demon massacre who decides to avenge his family and try to save his sister, who has been turned into a demon. With top-notch animation, with amazing storytelling and characters, this series will have you hooked immediately. Released in parts, not seasons, all 5 parts of Demon Slayer are on Netflix right now, with the 5th being the last part, having been released in 2024, being the last. In the top spot, coming in at number 1, is Death Note. This mystery thriller that premiered in 2006 is often considered to be one of the best anime series to ever be created. And it's often said that it's the gateway drug for those wanting to get into anime. In short, the story revolves around a high school student who decides to rid the world of evil with the help of a supernatural notebook called a Death Note. In total, there are 37 22-minute episodes that ran from October of 2006 through June of 2007, with the final episode being the conclusion of the series. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you to find a new series to watch, give it a thumbs up and share it with others. What are your favorite anime TV shows on Netflix? Let us know in the comments. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to not miss out on the latest in streaming and other tech-related stuff here on Brett in Tech.